just having the ability to get back home safely to my family, coming in with warm, open arms, with hugs and love, and people excited to see me.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of In the Fields podcast. It is your favorite host, Johnny, and your other favorite host, Lisa. My soon-to-be wife. Yeah, man, we're back with another special episode. This one, I think we're going to take a deep dive into the art of gratitude. Just kind of looking for the joy in everyday life. You know what I mean? I feel like we manifest what we focus on, and if you choose to look for the negative, like,
You're going to find it.
You're going to find it. You know
Every
what I mean?
time. Yep.
So I want to start today's episode with question of the day. Like I said, guys, make sure you guys are hitting the socials on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you guys are seeing us. Submit your questions so this way we can get them answered. And question of the day today is, I understand gratitude is important, but how do we practice it when you're going through a really rough time in life? And take it away.
Yeah, I feel like practicing gratitude, you know, especially in those difficult moments, is just finding, like, even just the smallest thing, right? Like waking up in a home, having a roof over your head, having, you know, food on the table, having clothes to put on. Like, it could be something so minuscule that doesn't seem like a lot, but in turn it is, because you could sit there and be like, you know, well, there's, you know, however many people that don't have these things. Yeah. And I should be grateful that I even have just this, even though I might be struggling right now. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of where I started anyway, is at least trying to just focus and point out even just the littlest thing that I should be grateful for, instead of just taking for granted what I do have.
Yeah. And I think I had said it earlier, where, like, you know, your life is comprised of your perspective on things. So if you're looking for the negative, you're going to feel like every day is fucking a rainy day. Like, versus looking at a new day as a new opportunity, you're going to look at it as like,
just another day I got to get through.
Yeah, like, fuck. Here we go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, man, that's just like, that's extremely exhausting, you know? So I think practicing gratitude and learning how to navigate life, knowing that, you know, not every day is going to be a sunny day. Like, I think I told you the other day when you were like, you know, how are you feeling? Are you happy? And I was like, I don't want to say I'm happy, but, like, I'm at peace. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like, happiness is a feeling, you know what I mean? And, like, not every day is going to be a happy day. But at least if you're at peace, understanding the concrete things, like you said, I have a roof over my head, I'm awake, you know what I mean? Like, that's a blessing within itself. So it's like, looking at life like that, it just, you know, it allows you to just navigate it much more smoothly, instead of it feeling like
such a burden.
It's not worth waking up to, you know what I mean? Expressing gratitude and just looking for the good things in life, man, just makes it worth it. Makes the juice worth the squeeze.
And I get it's hard when, like, life is lifing and everything does feel heavy. It is hard because you're just so, like, enamored with the negative feelings that day is bringing you. But even if you could just, like, take a step aside and just be like, you know, I'm alive. At least I'm alive. Like, even something just so simple could kind of change your entire perspective.
Yeah, man. And I just think that's important to just try. I don't want to say, like, try to look for the silver lining, but in a sense, you know, not looking at the glass as half empty, you know what I mean? Versus, like, it being half full.
Yeah.
Like, and if you're looking at all the things you don't have, you can become consumed by that.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, yeah, man, I think and especially when you're going through something rough, that's the best time to practice gratitude. It softens the blows of life's punches, because that's just gonna happen. Yeah, but you have to roll with the punches. You have to get through it, and
gotta take the good with the bad.
I think practicing gratitude definitely helps make it much easier to navigate.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Oh yeah, man. That was a good question. Make sure you guys
I
are
do
dropping
like
your
that.
questions, man, in the socials. We'll be dropping an episode once a week, at least for now. Until we expand and get bigger, and because I know we were just talking about
Yeah.
wanting to expand the set and like have more guests. Because that last episode with
Shells.
yeah, that one episode with La Shells went well, man. So I definitely want to start expanding, getting more guests on the set, and I want like the 2 futons. So it's like 2 people over there, us on one side, you know what I mean, type deal.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that'd be fire. We got to get another camera for that though too, so they can have their camera, we can have our camera.
Yeah.
And then
It's a journey, man.
yeah, hell yeah, man. But we appreciate everybody that's tuning in. Shout out to all the feelers. But before we get to the rest of the episode, man, let's give them a word from our sponsors. Introducing Ooh La Lade, the official drink sponsor of In the Fields podcast. Today we have another new amazing flavor. This is the blueberry pineapple, which I'm pretty sure this is the one that we tried that he was like creating while we were picking up an order the one time.
Oh, yeah.
And he was like, yo, you guys got to try this one. It's not out yet, but yeah, man. Shout out to La Shells. Go ahead, tell me it smells good.
It does.
Okay, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. She's a sniffer. So, yeah, this is the blueberry pineapple. Let's give it a shot, man. Cheers.
It's so refreshing. Like, I really don't know how he does it. So good.
Hell yeah. Time and time again, I'm going to say it, guys. This lemonade is... It is the best lemonade, not only in the 610, not only in the Lehigh Valley, not only in Pennsylvania, not only in the United States, but in the entire world, the entire galaxy, universe, quadrant, whatever the fuck you want to call it.
Get your Ooh La Lade today.
This is the bee's knees. This is the cat's pajamas. This is wowzers. Yeah. I don't know what else to say, man. It's so good. Thank you guys for sponsoring us. Make sure you guys go get your Ooh La Lade. Contact them on Instagram at @oolalade or at @oola_lade. And yeah, man. Thank you guys. You guys will be the only drink sponsor of In the Fields podcast. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to La Shells. Best lemonade. And yeah, man. Back to the episode. And we are back to our episode of In the Fields podcast. Once again, I am your host, Johnny, with my lovely fiance, soon-to-be wife, Lisa. And yeah, man, this episode, we're going to take a deep dive into gratitude and the importance of it. And it's an art, you know? It's a skill that you have to practice. It's something that you have to put into play, kind of just add to your everyday routine in order for it to become something that you cultivate, you know? It sucks when you don't walk through life with gratitude. I feel like it can be extremely draining, you know, mentally.
It's just no way to live life. Like, I used to be like that, where I was very, you know, finding the negative in everything. Yeah. But then once I started, you know, practicing doing that gratitude stuff, like, it really does change a lot mentally for you in the way that you think and just see life in general. And it's a beautiful thing when you're able to shift your perspective and your mindset and being able to do stuff like that. And it is hard, but like you said, it's a skill. It's something you have to continuously try to do every day, even when you don't feel like doing it.
Yeah, and I think when you practice gratitude, or at least in my experience, you know, it becomes easier to talk yourself off of that ledge of depression, you know? Mm-hmm. Some people get caught up with the negative, and it becomes like a spiral or like a domino effect, where you talk yourself right off of that. You talk yourself to jump right off the ledge into depression. Everything fucking sucks. And nothing's ever going to go right, and everything's so fucking hard. And, you know, it just becomes impossible, man. You know, it becomes impossible to be content. It becomes impossible to be happy when you think that way.
Yeah.
And I, you know, I tell people a lot too, like, yo, what you're feeling right now, yo, chances are, like, if you look back where you are right now, chances are you prayed to be where you are today. You know what I mean? Like, I remember us when we first got together, like, we were praying that we had our own house, and you know, that our kids had their own rooms and shit like that. And it's like, I remember us being so, you know, kind of bummed about not being there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, look, bro, like we survived that shit. Like a lot of the shit that we complain about, bro, we survived that shit.
Yeah, I just shared something the other day that, like, I got everything I prayed for and then some.
Yeah, facts.
Like, you know, feelings are temporary. And that's one thing that, like, I think people forget, because when you're in those feelings, like, you're feeling that certain negative vibe or whatever the case is, it is very, like, consuming.
Facts.
So, like, in those...
Especially when you're just, like, in the fields, dude.
yeah, exactly. In those moments, like, it's really hard to just get out of that because of how heavy of a feeling it is.
Yeah.
So you forget that, like, this is it comes and goes. It's not here to last forever. And I mean, it can if you keep yourself stuck in that mindset, but there is ways around it and to get out of it. But you have to be willing to put in that work for yourself, like practicing gratitude and having open communication and like really expressing and talking about your feelings. Why do you feel that way? But it's all, like you said, it's like an art. Like, you really have to put in the work to figure it out.
Yeah, and when we say practicing gratitude, guys, like, we're not talking about like major, you don't have to do crazy things. This is simple shit. You know what I mean? Like,
look in the mirror.
We do simple things. Like, there's times where you'll text me, like when you're having a rough morning, I'll notice you'll text me and be like, "Hey, I'm having a rough morning. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for our family. I'm grateful for having a job, and I'm great." You know what I mean? Like, you'll almost, in a sense, like when you're feeling the negativity on the inside, or you're having like you just get out of bed on the wrong side and you're just feeling, or you go to work and it's just a shit show, like, you turn to gratitude as a way to alleviate that shit. You know what I mean? And like, that's some ways people can practice that. Like, it's simple shit, dude. Like, whether it's texting each other or, like you said, looking in a mirror and just like positive affirmations, bro. Like, these are real things. Your brain is such a powerful fucking thing. So it's like, when you're expressing negativity and you're focused on negativity and you're looking for the negative, that's the shit that's the shit you're gonna find.
It's gonna consume you.
Yeah, versus if you are focused on, this is, you know, the positives, the things that you are going to do, the things that are going to happen, like,
life just starts feeling a lot lighter.
Yeah, like, you manifest that shit, bro. For real, like, and you can just manifest fucking rainy days, bro. If you're not grateful, like, you can manifest your rainy days. Doesn't matter how good of a fucking day it could be. You're just going to find something wrong with it. You know what I mean?
And that's what you're going to fixate on. If that's all you're going to be worried about or thinking about, it's like, it doesn't matter what else throughout that day happened. All you're going to focus on is that one small negative thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It's tough. But like I was going to say, like, even if it's something new to you, find somebody that you could practice it with. Like, that's what I started doing with you, like you just mentioned. Like, and then we would just send each other 5 things, and then the rest of the day would just go on. But
yeah, and it's not like we do it every day, but it is something that we tried, and I will say that it has stuck around over time. Like, it's not something we do every day, but it's something that just random, sporadic, like, hey, I'm grateful for this, or yo, I appreciate you for this. So, yeah, man, I think it's just, like, important. Like, that's just shit that people can do. Like, how do you expect to be good at your craft, or good at this craft, or good at this skill, like, if you're not doing it at all? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And
a
then
lot of people don't even think to do it.
Well, a lot of people, too, are stuck in the mindset of, like, well, what's there to be grateful for? I'm struggling, I'm this, I'm that. I'm like, yo, bro, like, you're complaining to me right now, and there's people dying, literally, as we speak. I'm like, there goes something, dude. It's like, it's something. Like, you still, as much as you're complaining right now, as much, you still have that opportunity. Like, you have the opportunity to make the change.
Yeah.
There's people who let the negativity consume them so far that they didn't get to make it. They didn't have another day. You know what I mean? So,
and that's the thing, like, it doesn't just come, like, good things don't just come to you all the time. Like, you have to show up, and you have to make the right choices and take the right paths for, like, the life that you want. Like, you can't expect to just poof, get there.
You got to put in the work.
You
got to
have
put in the work.
There's steps that you have to take to get there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be easy, but you have to be willing to take the good with the bad and understand that like it is a process and it isn't going to be easy. But at the other end of things, when you get to the ends, like you can have everything you ever wanted if you just really put in the work and locked in and like kept your mind clear and did all of that positive affirmations and all of that good stuff. Like it all just coincides with each other. And I don't think people really like realize that sometimes. Mm-hmm. Some people they just expect it to be like, here's what you want.
Well, that's what it is too. Like it's a skill. Like you cannot expect to go to the gym on your very first time with a basketball in your hand and on your very first shot, it goes in every single time moving forward. Like, no, you're not going to be perfect at this, bro. You need to keep putting up the shots. There's days you're going to miss, bro. There's days you're not going to make a single fucking shot. But that doesn't mean quit, give up, and this shit doesn't work.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean, oh, I fucking suck. I can't do this anymore. Fuck. Thor's in front of our shooter right now. Shout out to my guy Ryan Snyder. Thor's all up in the lens right now. He's a diva, bro.
He really is.
That's what it is. He's a model. We got to start sending his pictures in to like all the companies that do like pet food and all that shit. Dude, what? Like he this could be our Vivi right here.
I'm dead. Our Vivi is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like we got our own shout out to Vivi. Y'all don't probably know, but my wife's good friend Jess, her daughter Vivi was or is in the show Dope Thief that's on Apple TV.
Yeah.
She's on a couple episodes, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, she was just in a Crayola commercial too.
Yeah, like crazy.
Doing big things.
Shout out to you.
Love you always.
Shout out to your little red.
My little red.
Yeah. But yeah, man, like I don't know. There's just so much good. There's like so much shit in life that I feel like you gotta just love it, bro. Like there's just such good things, man. Even when shit's not going right, it's like it don't mean that it's going left. Like I don't know how else to say it. You know what I mean? Like it's just sometimes like even you tell me like, yo, even though shit may not be going as planned, like there's still shit to look forward to. Like we're still here, we're still blessed. Like yeah, man, I just think that's so important. I think it makes life so much easier to navigate, man, especially when the bad shit happens, you know what I mean? When quote unquote shit hits the fan.
Yeah, I agree. And it's like with everything, like even just as simple as like making sure you're always using your manners with other people when somebody does something for you and just being like, yo, thank you. I'm grateful to have you. You know, I don't know what I would do if you weren't here to help do X, Y, and Z. Like, you know, there's multiple ways of practicing gratitude with like other people, within yourself, just with life in general. So it's definitely something that like you could find a way of doing on a daily basis, even if it's something small.
Yeah, man. And it's essential to making life worth living, bro. Mm-hmm. You can't, if you hate everything around you, bro, you're going to think this shit isn't worth it.
Yeah, you're just going to be stuck in depression at that point.
Yeah, and this shit is really beautiful when you take the time to step back and look at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's dope. You want to get into our questions?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. You already know what time it is.
Question time.
Yeah, we'll re-ask each other 3 questions about gratitude today. Go ahead, girl. You want to go first?
Okay. All right. So what does gratitude truly mean to you? Is it just saying thank you, or is there a deeper feeling involved?
I mean, at the surface level, it is as simple as thank you. You know what I mean? At the surface level, it is being thankful. To me, gratitude on a deeper scale, it means, again, being able to see the good within the chaos. Like, understanding that even on rainy days, there's still something beautiful about it. You know what I mean? Just because it's a rainy day doesn't mean it's a ruined day.
It's a rainy day, but it's watering my plants.
It's a rainy day, but it's not forever.
Yep.
You know, like, it's just, a matter of shifting your perspective and being able to look forward to understanding that with the lows comes the highs and vice versa,
Yep.
and just not allowing it to consume you. It just makes it so much easier. So yeah, I think gratitude overall for me is just being able to look at life from a perspective of, the glass is half full, I guess you could say.
Yeah, more
You know what I mean?
open-minded.
But yeah, simply put though, yeah, thankful. Just being
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you for letting me wake up today. You know, thank you for I was just thanking you a million times earlier watching you put groceries away. I'm like, thank you so much, baby, for keeping our house full of nourishment. You know what I mean? Or you were vacuuming earlier and I'm like, thank you for keeping our house a home, baby. Like, just stupid shit. Like, it's so simple. And here goes Thor, who was on the floor. Now he's back on the floor.
I cannot.
Yeah, man. But yeah, that was a good question. But yeah, simply put, thank you. Like a just thankful mindset.
That's good. That's good.
Hell yeah, man.
What you got for
All right,
me?
let me see. What's a simple pleasure in your daily life that you often feel grateful for?
My biggest one is coming home. Like,
Mm.
just coming home. Whether it's me being at work all day, me being out and about running errands, and just having the ability to get back home safely to my family. Coming in with warm, open arms, with hugs and love, and people excited to see me. That's probably the biggest one for me.
Hell yeah,
It's
man.
something so simple, but means so much.
Well, yeah, dude.
Because there's plenty of people that leave their house and do not make it back home.
Dude, and some people don't like to go home.
That
Either.
too.
There's people
Yeah.
who there's people who have a place to stay, but it is not necessarily home.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's good.
Thanks.
I like that, man.
That would be the biggest one for me.
I'm glad you like coming home to me.
All right. Crap. All right.
What do you got?
Do you think gratitude can impact our relationship, and if so, how?
Like our relationship between me and you, or just relationships in general?
Like just relationships in general.
I mean, yeah, of course. If you're not, the thing is with relationships, I feel like when you have a relationship with somebody, whether it's a friendship or whether it's an intimate relationship with somebody like a partner, I think there's a sense of balance within intimate relationships that like your partner brings you, and then like within your friendships there's something about their presence or something about them being around or being a part of whatever it is that you're doing, or whatever it is you're creating. Like it's like us, like we doing the podcast, and like, yeah, as much as we could sit here and fucking do this shit ourselves, like I like doing this with our people, you know what I mean, with our village, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so,
I remember that one time we did it, and there was
and
like
it was
nobody here, and
yeah,
I was
and
like,
that
I
was
don't
so
like this.
awkward, bro. It was so tough, and I'm like, all right, you ready? Okay, all right, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, and then but it just feels better to like
have a village.
to have the village, but like when you're expressing gratitude within your relationships, it's that shit. You know what I mean? That's the shit that feels good. It's like that's what you end up looking for. You're grateful for what it is about your friends that when they're around, they make you feel better, or their presence, makes you glow, or they bring out the best in you. You know what I mean? So that's, to me, is like how being grateful within your relationships is like so essential. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's something that improves the relationship versus like if you are kind of like a negative Nancy, then you're always going to hone in on whatever it is your friend doesn't do that's like imperfect. You know what I mean? Like, oh, why aren't you answering my calls? Or, you know what I mean? Like just weird shit. You know what I mean? Like versus when you're expressing gratitude within your relationships, it makes the relationship stronger, but also I think you start to weed out the shit that you don't really fuck with as well.
Yeah.
Because you start surrounding yourself with the things that you're grateful for. You start surrounding yourself with those characteristics that you look for in people that, like, wow, when I am around you, I do notice I'm a better person. I do notice that we're not you know, it's not a draining relationship. We're fucking grateful to just
Mm-hmm.
be in each other's presence, even whether we're doing shit or not. Like, bro, there's times I can chill with. First of all, I don't even know how guys become friends because there's times we sit, chill, and do nothing, and it's lit. We could chill, smoke, do nothing, watch a television for hours on end, and we're like the best of friends.
Mm-hmm.
And still, though, it's just something about that presence that just, you know, I think
Yeah.
that's where the gratitude within your relationships just improves the overall experience within
Yeah.
any
But even
relationship.
even telling them that, you know, like, hey, I'm grateful for you. Like,
Hell yeah.
people love hearing that.
Hell yeah, that feels good as fuck.
Like
That
knowing that,
feels good as
oh, I am
fuck.
a good person. Like
Yeah.
I am a good friend. Like I am, it's like giving validation to them too that they are showing up in
And
a
it's a
way
good kind
that,
of validation. It's not even
yeah.
on some like it's not like a materialistic thing. It's like yo, like something about your presence or your
Hmm.
aura or your energy like
I love being around that.
it makes me feel good. It feels
Yeah.
like it pours into me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. It's a good question.
Thanks. Thanks.
Oh yeah, dude. All right, let me see what I got for you. Do. All right. So, what are some of the biggest challenges you face when trying to cultivate gratitude, especially during difficult times?
One more time.
What are some of the biggest challenges you face when trying to cultivate gratitude, especially during difficult times?
I guess one of the biggest challenges would just be like doing it, especially in difficult times, because like I said, you get so wrapped up in whatever is going wrong that it's like it's really hard to pick out in those moments like things to be grateful for because you're so fixated on like, oh my god, this is happening and now this is happening, like what is going on, like it's back to back, and it's like it's hard to like decipher what else could be going right, like because you don't like, yeah, you're alive, but in those moments you're like, oh, I'm grateful to be alive. You don't think about stuff like that. So I think it's just really trying to force yourself to switch that perspective and that mindset in those moments, and trying to take that step back and be like, you know what? Yeah, you know, I have to get my brakes fixed, but I don't get paid until 2 weeks. But you know what? At least I have this going on, or I have that going on, or, you know, I know this is coming. Like there's something to look forward to. So it's just like trying to mix those positive things in that chaos. And it's not easy, but if you keep practicing it and you keep trying to do so, even if it's just one thing that you can name, you're definitely on the right path to figuring it out. All right. Do you find it easier to feel grateful for big things or small things? And why do you think that is?
Do I find it easier to be more grateful for big things or small things?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the size of the gesture necessarily matters to me. I think it's just the thought that counts, period. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? If you're going to do something big, cool, go for it. You got the means to do so and you feel like I'm worth that, then thank you. Like, of course, like I'm going to be grateful for it. You know what I mean? Like, but the gesture, the size of the gesture versus the thought or the intent and the thought is always going to mean more to me than anything. So I
Yeah.
don't think necessarily the size of it means something because, you know, like, it's like if I asked you, like, oh, is it better when I do big things or small things? Like, for you, that's, I'm sure you're going to be like, baby, they both mean the world to me. Yes, you might pick the small things because you're like, oh, that's the thought that counts. But essentially, it's like, as long as the intent and the thought is the same, like, I'm trying to make you happy, then the size shouldn't matter. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I have to agree because there are people though that like take things that are small and make it like a thing. You know what I mean? Like how dare you only do just that?
hmm
So that's like kind of where that question comes from
yeah, to me, the
because
size of the gesture is dependent on your means. Like, listen,
yeah,
like,
and it's being understanding
like my
too.
sister, for example, she might be able to buy Mark a Gucci sweater.
Yeah,
Me, I get you a sweater from Nike. You know what I'm saying? I got you.
and I'm gonna love
I
it.
get you like a fleece tech or tech fleece. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. It's just, you know, the size to me doesn't matter. That's within your means. That's dependent on your means. Your
Yeah.
intent is all that matters to me.
the thought that counts.
Yep, hell yeah. Yeah, man. All right, I got one more for you. And then we'll bring them home.
Give it to me.
All right. What is the tiniest, most seemingly insignificant thing that has made you feel grateful recently?
Recently?
Yep, the tiniest thing you can think of.
Tiniest little thing. I guess just waking up. It's like tiny but big, you know? Like, I get to go to bed every night and then the sun comes out and my eyeballs open. And it's like, it seems something so minuscule because it's just everybody does it, right?
Yeah.
And there's people that actually do not get to do that.
Yeah.
So, and that's like an everyday thing for me. Like, I just can't.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, seriously. There's nothing like recently, because I've just been so engulfed in doing like this gratitude thing and really just focusing on the positive. So for me, like on an everyday basis, I'm constantly like thanking God for something.
Yeah.
Or I'm just like pointing things out that like, hey, I'm healthy. Hey, you know, I was just sick, like dying sick.
Yeah, facts.
But, you know, like I have soup. Like I can still walk and take care of what I need to do. Like it's just like little things that like you just don't think about on a day-to-day basis until you actually take the time to think about them and point them out, that like it really matters.
Oh yeah.
How about you? You got anything that very tiny, minuscule little thing?
I mean, I don't know if it's tiny, but like just our energy with each other. Been so grateful for that. It's just been good, you know?
The
like
vibes be vibing.
Yeah, like bro, cuz you know like when we weren't expressing so much gratitude like earlier in our relationship, like it'd be a lot sometimes, like our vibes would clash and shit, you know what I mean? And like and it wasn't like on purpose, you know what I mean? It's not like, and that's where
We just didn't know any better.
I think that's where we understood each other too, is like, bro, I know you're not intentionally. And like, we would always say that to each other whenever we would apologize. Like, I know that's like one of my go-tos. Like, you'll be like, baby, you know, like my intention, like I wasn't intentionally trying to be a bitch, or I wasn't intentionally trying to be mean, or I wasn't intentionally trying to snap at you. And I'm like, baby, I know, like, trust me, I know you don't do it on purpose. Like, I know you're not trying to do it on purpose, because if you were doing it on purpose, we'd be having a completely different conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, so yeah, I think that's just the little shit that I'd be happy about lately. Like, just how easy it is to love each other lately. Like, it's so simple, but like, it just is also like the biggest for me. I don't know.
I love you.
I love you. But yeah, man, that was dope. Cool. All right, guys. Well, you already know we end every episode with a question that we send you guys with. And if you guys are seeing this on the socials, make sure you guys drop it in the comments. And the question we want to leave you guys with is, what are you guys grateful for today? Drop it in the comments below. If you guys are seeing this on YouTube or on our socials, because you never know when the why in your story is silent and it becomes our story, man. Until next time, guys, keep feeling,
keep sharing,
and keep it real within the feels.